the Mountain Manifesto, the two harbingers of dystopia. There are two important harbingers of a totalitarian nightmare that we are living in, and it's inheritance and immortal corporations. In the huge narrative of human progress, the promise of free markets, one of the greatest promises mankind ever developed, has been corrupted by systems that perpetuate inequality across generations. Inheritance and immortal corporations are twin pillars of a new, creeping totalitarianism, and together they consolidate wealth, power, and opportunity into the hands of a few, and they strangle the ideal of meritocracy. They undermine the dream that every individual can rise through their labor, their innovation, and their creativity. There's a case against inheritance because it's entrenching privilege. Inheritance is often portrayed as a benign transfer of wealth, yet its broader implications are deeply corrosive. Lots of studies have revealed that inherited wealth is the primary driver of inequality. And just looking at one of those studies, research from the OECD, inherited assets account for over 50% of wealth inequality in advanced economies. This unearned advantage allows the descendants of the wealthy to dominate in education, politics, industry, government, irrespective of merit or effort. That creates a class that holds power by birthright rather than capability. And the result is a society where opportunity is not distributed based on ability, but on ancestry. It mirrors feudal systems, the kind that democratic ideals sought to dismantle. The American ethos of rags to riches is a hollow promise when entire swaths of society begin the race with an insurmountable head start. The other pillar of our creeping dystopia, immortal corporations, this machinery of perpetual power. If inheritance chains individuals to dynasties, immortal corporations ensure that wealth and influence remain perpetually concentrated. Legal frameworks in most advanced nations treat corporations as immortal entities that are capable of outliving their founders while amassing ever-increasing wealth and control. Just looking at 2022, the combined wealth of the 10 largest corporations exceeded the gross domestic product of most nations in the world. This gives these entities disproportionate power to influence policy, stifle competition, and shape cultural narratives. Corporations like Amazon, Meta, Alphabet, and BlackRock leverage their permanence to dominate markets, lobby governments, and entrench monopolistic practices. Rather than fostering a dynamic and competitive market, this system promotes crony capitalism, where the playing field is tilted in favor of the entrenched, and the innovative are crushed before they can rise. So, what's the alternative? Well, one hypothetical alternative would be equal beginnings for all. Imagine a world where every individual reaches adulthood with an equal set of opportunities. At the age of majority, each person receives a foundational stake, access to education, healthcare, a modest sum of capital to begin their journey, and upon death, the wealth accumulated by these individuals is redistributed into this collective fund, ensuring that future generations inherit opportunity, not privilege. Now, this system would allow the truly exceptional, the inventors, the entrepreneurs, the creators, to thrive and be celebrated, yet their legacies would serve not as private dynasties, but as contributions to a society that continually renews itself. Now, critics might argue that such a system disincentivizes hard work, but consider this. The motivation to innovate, build, and succeed isn't driven solely by the desire to hoard wealth for future generations. Studies in behavioral economics show that intrinsic motivators like creativity, passion, and the desire for recognition often outweigh monetary incentives. Now, I know there are a lot of objections to this. One of them might be, but I want my children to have a better life than I did. Well, this system does not deny parents the ability to support their children during their lifetimes. Education, values, and guidance remain the most powerful tools a parent can provide, and what it seeks to dismantle is the perpetuation of structural inequalities that deny other people's children the same opportunities. By ensuring equal starts, society guarantees that every child, every human, has a shot at success, not just the heirs of privilege. So, you might say, isn't this just socialism? No, because far from stifling free markets, this model restores them. By breaking the chains of inherited advantage and corporate immortality, it fosters true competition, where innovation and hard work are rewarded. Crony capitalism would be replaced with a dynamic marketplace where everyone has an equal chance to succeed. Yes, but what about the emotional legacy you want to leave for your descendants? Well, legacy isn't measured by wealth alone. The impact of one's work, whether through innovation, philanthropy, or contribution to culture, resonates far beyond the material, and in a system that prioritizes equality, a person's achievements uplift not just their descendants, but humanity as a whole, a legacy for everyone, which is far greater than any one inheritance. Now, there's an emotional appeal to this better future for all. Imagine the relief of knowing that no child will face hunger, neglect, or lack of opportunity due to the circumstances of their birth. Imagine a society where competition is genuine, where every individual's success reflects their talent and their effort, not their parents, their grandparents, or their great-grandparents. In such a world, we would move closer to fulfilling the true promise of human potential. A global, united community where freedom, fairness, and opportunity would reign supreme. By dismantling the systems of inheritance and corporate immortality, we would take a huge step towards this world. We wouldn't destroy wealth, we would liberate it, unleashing its power to uplift and to inspire everyone. The legacy that we leave behind will not be dynasties or monopolies, but a world that honors the dignity and potential of every individual.